A couple of years ago, we did a video that was quite popular on the Mauser M12 Impact, which was a straightforward rifle made to be cost effective, and put a 20 MOA rail on it, and we did some long range shooting, and it works well at short range. And now, 2 years later, Robert from Blaser Sporting came to me and said, we got this other one, we got the Mauser M18. We're looking at a £750 rifle. There's a lot of companies actually making good rifles in that kind of bracket. Now we've got Mauser in the game. You know, Mauser's a name from 120 years ago. Mauser's a name that's run through history. You buy a Rigby rifle, it's got a Mauser action at the heart of it. It's been known to be a manufacturer who makes the toughest of kit for the toughest of jobs.
The last time we were here, it was due to a panicked reaction to a customer saying that our rifle is not fit for purpose. What that phone call did, it nudged us into action of actually testing, is our product fit for what the customers actually want? What do they want? What do they expect? And obviously it showed us that the rifle is capable of something that we never actually tested. So instead of waiting for that reaction now, when we brought out the M18, which is a little bit less sophisticated, we changed the approach to say, what is it actually capable of? Before we get the phone call and say, well, it's not doing what I want it to do. And again, we've come up with a package, 2 welds, to test what can this thing do. If it goes up to 1,000, fine. I'm kind of hoping that we can, but can you expect that from that sort of price point? That's why we're here.
After zeroing here at WMS Firearms Training in Wales, it's time to start a full 2-day test-a-thon of the M18, including a remarkable challenge. More of that later. We start by enlisting a couple of our Danish hunting friends to give the rifle some special Danish pasting.
I hunt basically all the time, anywhere in the world. And I'm very, very focused on having gear that can follow me around. I don't have time for stuff that breaks, that falls apart, that doesn't work. I need something that is durable, that can take a lot of punishment. I need something that works every single time. And then I want something that is precise. So when I'm on the game, I'm lying there, the whole thing is set up, I can trust completely in my rifle, and I know that it's only the question of, can I make the shot? Because my gear is perfectly capable of doing it.
WMS Firearms Training in beautiful West Wales, just over the hill from the gorgeous Ellen Valley, covers 10,500 acres with firing points out to a mile. It's a wonderful place for an extended test like this.
We have an 80-meter shot. There's a target down there. We have 1 round in the chamber, 5 in the magazine, and now we're going to test how fast the M18 actually shoots.
In your own time, carry on now. In your own time, guys, carry on. Hit, hit, you can come right a little bit. Hit. Ron, you're good.
Got it. No, on the nose.
These steel plates are challenging as the distances get longer, but our host Andrew is even more ambitious for Mauser's rifles. He wants to see if the Danes can use both the M18 and the M12 impact to bring home the bacon at 1,000 metres.
Okay, we're back up here on top of a windy hill, looking at, we've got 3 hunting rifles here, light hunting rifles. We've got a 308 M18 with the ZX 3-15 on it. We've got the 6.5 in the Mauser M12 impact with a Minox ZP 3-15 by 56. So we're going to see if the M18 can box in the same ring.
I hope it will. I've got a funny feeling it will, but I just don't want the phone call again. It's not fit for purpose. So it's just, let's just preempt that. We're stretching it. I mean, that rifle is not built for this.
Yeah.
End of. Let's just see if we can get it there. 10 MOA. If it gets there, brilliant.
All right. Well, let's get ready and shoot stuff.
Shoot stuff.
When you see it for the first time, 1,000 metres is really an astonishingly long way to fire a bullet.
We got the 308 that we used for the previous movie, the Mauser M12 1,000-metre job.
Yeah, first generation impact, grandma.
And we did it.
Prototype still there.
We did it on the day with that standard match 308 round. We're going to have a go this time with this lovely little 6.5 55 barrel, which gives us a weird advantage. It actually starts with 20% less power, but because of the ballistics, it's going to arrive with 20% more impact down there at the other end. If we were using the 308, we'd need about 128 clicks or 12.8 mils up. The solution here is telling me that about 110, and if you want to do the windage, we want to come to the left about 25 clicks. That's it. I think you can handle the rest. Just to the right of his tail. Aim half a pig left, head height. Same place again, we've got a vertical wind bump. You're going to have to aim half a pig high.
Aim, okay, the yellow spot, okay. Right.
Hit, repeat. Listen. Hit. Oh. Right.
With the M12 delivering flawlessly, it's time to see if the M18 will match up to it.
Amazingly, we've been able to dial from the 100 metre zero up 38 minutes of angle, and my ballistic solution says we needed 39 minutes of angle. So we're going to be pretty close to the mark. If you aim at the figure 11, which is 4.5 metres to the left of the pig, the wind is going to blow it, and we're going to see if we can tag a metal wild boar. The first 2 rounds of tracer. You up for it?
Yep.
Good luck.
Okay.
When you're ready, I'm spotting. Okay. Drop way out to the right. Reload, take one more. And this time aim at the figure 11. Aim directly at the figure 11. Spotting. Okay, they dropped out. I want you to aim 2 targets high of the figure 11. This ammunition will be better in the wind now, the tracer's not that great. Spotting. Aim 2 targets high of the figure 11. Spotting. Listen. Hit!
The shooter's delight is plain. The proof of the pudding is more than half a mile away at the targets, and Andrew goes to investigate.
First strike we had, the first round hit with the M18, We fired 2 rounds of tracer into the quarry, which were a little bit random. And then we had this strike here. Now remember, we're not trying to shoot live animals at this range, it's just a hit on a steel target. But this was the strike. I'd love to fib to you and say it was that one, but it was that strike.
So, after hundreds of rounds through the M18, is it a thumbs up or a no from Denmark?
I think this would be a great stalking rifle, would be a great mountain rifle, would be good for 3 weeks or a month in the jungle of New Zealand. It'd be great to carry in Greenland on a winter hunt. I would love to bring it to Lapland in -38. The precision is there, the durability is there, and that's how I hunt. So, yeah. It's very hard not to like this thing. It's a little bit like it's a little bit like owning a Labrador, that it just loves you and it just wants to play. That's it.
What do I think of it? I think it's a really effective tool for what I call proper jobs. This is the sort of rifle that a farmer's going to buy, a gamekeeper's going to buy, someone's going to buy because they're going to spend more money on ammunition and practice. They're going to spend a bit more money on maybe they're hunting somewhere, and they've got a cost-effective rifle that saves them some money.
I think everybody should have one, okay, just to try it, you know what I'm saying? And then after a week, if they're really trying it, say, well, do you want to give it back? And I don't think many will, really. I mean, it works. Well, what do you think? You like it, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I can't. I've been too busy behind the bloody camera. I really want to shoot it.
Well, if you switch that off, okay, then you can get over there and have a go with the other guys, you know what I'm saying?
I did not think that this would work out. Like a 1 kilometer shot with a completely standard hunting rifle. First round.
That completely blew it out of the water, that we had literally a first round hit on something like that with a box standard hunting rifle. With, again, that scope, on paper it shouldn't do it.
No. You can buy tactical rifles to do tactical stuff, but it's great to have something you can hunt with, you can go out on the range and play with. We got to an interesting point in this experiment, guys, because we have the 6.555 and we've looked into the ballistics, and actually I think we're going to be on to have a go at a 1500 meter shot. But first, because we're British, we're going to have a cup of tea. We're going to have a go from the firing point, which is now hovering on the tip of my right index finger. It's 1500 meters from there back into here.
First up at 1500 is an antique Mauser K98. As well as wanting a play with them, Andrew is going to use tracer rounds to get an idea of the wind dynamics across the valley floor. At 1500 metres there are plenty of ballistics for Andrew to work out. The 6.5 by 55 match bullet will fly up to 34.5 metres above the target, the tracer bullet about 45 metres above the target. And this wind can push it sideways between 4 and 9 metres. Robert is back on the M12 Impact, the one we know can shoot to 1000 metres, but will it clang at half that range again?
Okay, aim halfway between the pig and the yellow plate to the left of his nose, spotting.
I can sort of see it, and it's very, very shootable, but you obviously can't see the strike now.
Yes! Repeat, don't worry, repeat.
Yeah!
M19.
Yes! What do you say to that? We've got 7 good hits. It's consistent. Apparently we've got a group that's more than I could possibly have hoped for. My skills usually run out at about 800-900 meters. That's where my skill set normally lies. But with this one here, I'm absolutely bowled over about what this thing can do. Just the right setup. Obviously we've got the right optics and we've got the right co-pilot, which is, for me, it's absolutely crucial. I could not do this on my own. I need somebody to spot and tell me. I can pretty much point it where you want me to and I can keep it there. But it's the most important thing here is actually the co-pilot telling you where to put it. So no, but again, we came here to test the capability of just a normal hunting rifle. We've just proved it that they can do it. There is no such thing as a bad rifle anymore. So thumbs up, happy.
For more about the Mauser range, have a look at UK importer Blaser Sporting's website, blasersporting.com.